Hello artists, it's Thomas again, and so finding your style. How do you do it? You know, I've heard some artists slash people who think that they know about art speak in such a sophisticated spiritual way, as if your style is a spiritual being inside of you that will emerge at a certain point in your life and manifest onto the canvas through your medium, which is an absolute load of nonsense in my opinion. So I'm just going to put together some practical tips in this video from my own experience as an artist, how I've kind of developed my own painting language, which is still not even 100% there yet, because I think if you speak to any artist at any point in their career, they're always trying to pull themselves out of their comfort zone, put themselves in uncomfortable positions of learning, so that they can further develop their own painting language. So technically, maybe if you're in the right mindset as an artist, you will never truly find your style, but there is kind of periods of time that you will feel comfortable working in a certain way, and you will be able to produce a series of works in that particular style, quote unquote. So that's what I'm going to talk about, how to kind of do that and how to develop as an artist as well. So I'm going to explain what I do as a painter. I'm an oil painter, and this will also be able to apply to whatever medium you use. The tips are practical. You'll be able to apply it to all artists. So stick around to hear my tips, even though I'm going to be explaining from a painter's perspective. So regarding my medium, I've spoken about this before on my channel, but I just stick to that one medium of oil painting. All the hours that I'm putting into my work, with the exception of like maybe designing digitally or drawing, all of my work that I'm painting in, it's like 99% all oil paint. Sometimes I will do a drawing at first in acrylic because it dries quickly. But in terms of everything that goes on top of it, all oil paint. So all of my practical hours are going into, refining my skills with that medium. And, on top of that, I'm not just painting and painting and painting without kind of trying to be smart about it at the same time. I'm looking at artists that I'm interested in. I'm trying to copy their process, mimic their imagery to add to that artistic language of mine. I'm looking at tutorials on YouTube, whether that be things to do with mediums, the technical side of, because oil painting is very technical, so you need to do research on your medium. So I'm then trying to bring that together to create my own painting language. Outside of the painting, obviously when you're painting, you tend to be interested in a subject. This could be an abstract subject or something which is real in front of you or from an image. So regarding the theme or the subject that I'm interested in, outside of the painting, I'm also doing as much research as I can to understand what I'm trying to communicate, what I'm trying to paint. Because art at the end of the day is about communication. The more you understand about something, the better you can communicate it. And I think this applies to imagery as well. So the deeper you understand a subject, whether you're gonna kind of deconstruct that subject and present it in a different way or in your own kind of flavor, you could say, the more you understand, the deeper you understand that subject, the better. So I go out of my way, read kind of general stuff, whether that be watch videos on the subject, go deep and look into academic writing. I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but it can really go a long way in terms of kind of creating a proper story behind your work, which I haven't really presented on YouTube yet, but don't worry guys, it's coming. So subscribe if you're interested in seeing like my painting come along. Okay, back to the subject. Basically do your research. I also did a video on how to do artist research, so if you're interested in that, you can go and check that out. And I'm sure you guys who have been with me for a while know what's coming next. Drawing, 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 drawing. I feel like the more you say a word, the stranger it becomes. But yes, I'm talking about drawing. Whatever you're interested in, whatever imagery you're trying to produce, you had better have a practice of drawing on the side. So whether that be to understand shape, whether you want to do realistic, abstract, I would argue you need to learn the foundations of what you're interested in. So for example, if you're interested in portraiture, make sure you understand the face, the shapes of the face, how light falls on the face before you go and do an abstract portrait even. Because to understand the foundation of something, you can then break it down and your abstract work will become much better if you are an abstract artist. I'm kind of semi-abstract slash realism, which is why I have this practice of both kind of abstract stuff and realism at the same time. But drawing is going to improve your observational skills. It's going to just basically dramatically improve anything visual about what you're doing. I don't know if that makes that didn't come out too smoothly, but it's going to make your work look much better. And anyone who tells me that they're interested in improving as an artist, but they're not drawing, in my eyes is like, okay, so you don't want to improve. If you don't have that drawing and you're not trying to, you know, refine how you see things, when as an artist, everything you do is pretty much visual, unless you're a conceptual artist, which could be another video sometime, but everything we do is visual as artists. So, you know, if you're not trying to improve those visual skills, then what are you trying to do? No drawing, no progress. So coming to the conclusion now, all of this is really gonna take some time, obviously, to develop technically, understand your ideas, understand what you're trying to communicate, and then obviously learning from all of those things and taking bits and bobs and trying to fit it together like a puzzle. For some people, it happens faster than others. Don't worry, don't be putting yourself down if someone else is in a position which you see as higher as yourself, because in 10 years, you might be 20 times better than them if you just work your ass off. But I'll just, even as myself, as I said, I've kind of done a lot over the past few months. So like, I can just show you a little bit of B-roll now. You can see I've literally done everything ranging from like textured abstracts, a bit of realism kind of mixed with abstract, an artist's study, so just copying artists 100% to try and mimic their imagery. Then on top of that, now I'm doing some kind of clean, more, I guess, the cleanest painting I've ever done, more of an illustrative style, but combining that with the kind of abstract textures which I have been using in the previous works. So to the average person, this might look like I am all over the place, and sometimes I do feel like I'm all over the place. It does happen to even us who are kind of working all the time. But I do feel things coming together, and I have made kind of series of works which I am quite pleased with, and things that I can take from them to then develop further, or as I said, put yourself into places of discomfort, because when you get comfortable with uncomfortable things, you can learn a lot faster. So remember, your style, it's not really your style. It's a combination of your journey as an artist, what you've exposed yourself to, what you've studied, and then your medium is a representation of how well you can kind of represent those ideas, because you can have amazing ideas, but if you don't know how to put them technically onto the canvas, they're not going to be as impressive as what they might be in your head. So remember, there are many things you need to refine as an artist and work on and think about as you grow older and become more wise like myself. So I hope this video has been somewhat helpful to those watching. You got a little bit of an insight into kind of a few things I've been doing. I am hoping to release the full process of the little bit of the abstract slash mountain one that I saw, but I'm not too impressed with the end result, I'm not gonna lie. But I think it'll be a fun video to watch. I'm hoping to get that out soon. I feel like I've been saying that forever. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more artistic content. Leave a like if I have helped you out, and DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. I do my best to answer everyone. And once again, thanks for watching, and here is my awkward goodbye.